Evening, Ferris. The king requests passage to Ramota. Too many years have I waited for this day. The day I would confront the man who thrust his filthy spike into my beloved. The day I might be given the chance to kill the Grey King. Or die trying. If that is the outcome, I shall be welcomed by the great fathers. Ah! Retreat! Retreat into the wood! Hold!
Castigan!
We nearly had them. I did not give the order to stop. You forget, Bloodiron. Cannot pursue them in the wood. Our men lack something vital. Remind me, exactly what do they lack? What is that? What do they lack? They lack balls. Call for a meeting. Firstly, it is my duty as your commander to congratulate you all on a battle well fought. But victory! This was no victory. We lost many men today. Rockham. Thockham. Jonathan. Just about a dozen others. The enemy has escaped once again. Nothing will stop them from coming back and killing more of us. I say it's high time we put a stop to this. Too long has the tyrant Marbal taken reign over the north. Too long has the Grey Kingdom cast its dark shadow over Islandland, over Loggfal.
And what do you suppose we do with that?
What?
I said, what do you suppose we do about that?
We bring the fight to them.
We tried that. We can't even navigate those mountains without getting spotted.
So we don't take the mountains. We go the way they do. On the western road through the bulging wood. It is only an empty wood.
It's not just the wood what scares us, mate. What lies beyond?
The ruin of Goth. I can assure you all, the spirits there are not hostile.
But there are spirits there, right? You see, that's the problem. It doesn't matter whether you say they're hostile or not.
Well, you'll have to believe him. Bloodiron says this is the only way we can win. When has he been wrong? You all chose this man to lead you, and I gave it up because I agreed. Don't tell me now that you doubt his judgment.
I will not force anyone to come along on this quest. Though I fear if you do not, it may ultimately cost you your lives. This is how we finish the war. Who will join me? Castigan. Not you.
I'm sorry, sir, but if you do not have an army, then you do not have me.
So that's it then. You would all throw away your honor out of fear of an old husband's tale? You are Loggfallans, the hardest men in the land. Will no one fight for his home? Will no one fight for Loggfall?
I will go.
He's tiny!
Quiet!
He's
He is small, I grant you. But by stepping forward, he has shown more courage than any of you. What is your name, son?
It's Phil, sir. You knew my father for a time?
Phil, yes. The son of Opana, you know. He was among Loggfal's bravest. Phil, you have exceptional loyalty. But honor alone does not make one strong. This is all I can get. And so be it. If I am to be killed, it will be of your doing.
Failure! Never has its stench more pungently penetrated my nostril. You would retreat at the cusp of success. If this army was truly not capable of finishing off their faltering, flaccid horse, then you all should have paid with your lives instead of cowering in the shade. You are lucky. The weasels of Loggfal lack the chutzpah to venture near Goth. If you had fought to the last man, not only could you have rid these lands of the Loggfalans' cowardice, but of your own incompetence as well. Bring him forth.
No, please don't do this.
Let this serve as a reminder of what will happen to every last one of you if you fail me again.
Please don't kill me. I didn't.
McElhile,
Yes, Your Grace.
clean up this mess. We have held the advantage for years, and yet time after time you fail to end them. It seems as long as that bastard is in command, their walls cannot be breached by this army. McElhile, I will not ask again. If Bloodiron is not dead on our next attack, pray you get to keep your heads.
Are you sure you will not come?
I wish you both luck. Sir. Tell me this is not about your brother.
This is about putting an end to the king.
this mean, General?
It means what we always feared is upon us at last. You there! Bring me the ambassadors.
You mean to send away our best warriors? Now, on the eve of battle?
We haven't another choice, Castigan. Without aid from the other provinces, we cannot survive the war to come.
The king's army will be here any moment. He will wipe us out.
Not while you and I still draw breath. Rockstickburg is very defensible. They will not breach this gate. Where are the ambassadors? Where are those brothers? Jonto, why do we stand with Wantus? Can you convince him to fight?
He can be a bit stubborn, sir, but if war is at his doorstep, I think I can persuade him.
Very well. Palios, what of the West? Will Villan join us? I don't see why they wouldn't, sir. Good. Then go, both of you. The fate of Loggfal goes with you.
They're here.
They're blocking the wood. I can't get to Westport.
Come east with me, brother. We can split once we're over the mountains.
That'll take too long.
What option is there? Right. Oh, Blanc, what about you? Where will you go? To protect my son. My Phil. This way. Come along, Phil. Ah!
Bloodiron! Bloodiron!
What are they?
They are the old fathers. Said to be among the first in Islandland to wear our glorious face. Tidings, old one. Tell me, has our enemy been through here? The king's men are often here, but you should be cautious who you name your enemy, branch wielder, for fate has its way of binding together those who never thought day and night. If you truly wish to live a fulfilling life, you must be willing to accept them into it. The Grey King is no ally of mine, nor will he ever be. His desire for power is far greater than any other in Islandland. No man's quality is determined by the volume of his desire, but by its contents. No, one should not seek power, but nor should he seek revenge. Who is the other? He is Phil, son of Opal. We are taking the western pass to enter the king's hold unnoticed. A noble quest indeed, though I fear such a task will not have the outcome you hope for. Not when you are so few in number. No others would come. They fear you, old one. They believe you all to be some restless army of the damned. No such entities exist. So I have told them. But they have trouble comprehending reason. I tell you, it's this place. The terrible darkness, the horrid stink. Can you not let flow the ocean wind? No manner of redecoration, not any amount of wind could change the hearts of your warriors. The fact will remain that you are unprepared. What aid can you give us? We are not tradesmen, branch wielder.
Please. We will be indebted to you.
Young Philip, we haven't need for anything Loggfal could offer us. But I may know of something that may yet be of use to you. Yes? What is it? In a cavern, deep under the feet of the Biggle Mountains, there lies a powerful weapon. It is known as Harkinson's Big Steel.
Harkinson?
Who is Harkinson? Well, he would be the son of Harkin. And Harkin? Harkin? You have a son, yes?
Oh, indeed, little Harkinson. Oh, it seems like only yesterday when he left to journey east. I cannot wait for his return.
No one has heard from Harkinson in 6,000 years. But, to my knowledge, his weapon remains in the mountains. This is it. This is what I need.
How can you offer us this?
The Steel is not mine to give away. But unless Harkinson lives, I reckon it is without master.
If we go out that far, we will be compromising the very reason we came this way. You are mistaken. It will not help us.
I have but given you what I know.
Sir,
Harkinson's Big Steel. Quite the name, is it not?
yes, it sounds very large and quite, well, exorbitant. What's steel?
I only know what I've heard from the stories. Legend says the old men were able to melt down and shape the very stone of the earth into weaponry far sharper than any branch from any tree. I've heard many names for such a substance. Steel, metal, alulililililium, iron. Think of what such a weapon could do for Loggfal.
But sir, we cannot attack from the east. What was this all for then?
Do you not understand, Phil? This could change the course of the entire war. You know nothing of war. We make for the mountains. You see, the northern border should be our main concern. Damn it!
Sir! An ocean vessel, sir. It's just pulled in from the western side.
Floaters.
Stop! What business did 3 floaters have in Rockstickburg?
Have you come to attack us?
No, General. We come seeking aid.
Aid? Laurentius of Villiland would give us no aid when the war began.
I go by Larry.
What?
Only my father's called me Laurentius.
Larry, the alliances are dead. Was it not you who insisted Villiland was to be neutral territory? Go home.
Wait! General Castigan!
The king no longer recognizes our neutrality.
We were overrun. In a matter of seconds, they had our entire eastern shore surrounded. But how could they cross the water? They arrived on remote ships. And now they've taken Vilberg, which means their fleet will have nearly doubled.
So Luntus has joined the Grey Kingdom.
I don't think so. That man hates Marbal as much as you or I. He could have sold those ships to the king. Where's Bloodiron? You must hear about this. Cassigan? Where is my old friend?
He is on a special assignment. He believes he is ending the war.
And yet you are not with him? The war needs to end now more than ever.
So, what are we to do then?
We take back Vilberg. A few of my men retreated to the south of town. If you can bring only a handful more, we will have no trouble overtaking the king's forces.
You should not hold it against them.
Who? They have no honor left in them.
They're afraid.
They don't have a reason to be.
Maybe you don't. But you're not like everyone else. You cannot expect us to always be on your level. They want to be here. I know it. They have no desire to let their leader down. Not everyone's as brave as you, Bloodiron.
Thank you, Phil.
For what?
There was never much of a plan, Phil. I cannot live through any more of this.
In the end, we will go away. But, my friend, I wish I could be here to stay. It's true, it may be tomorrow. If it's soon, do not hide your sorrow. And now I cannot keep the promises I made to you. To you, to me.
Captain!
Another vessel.
Is it one of ours?
Can't be. We haven't any left.
Remotans? What would the Remotans be doing down here?
It's one of his. Let's hope they haven't seen us.
Another ship, Captain! Aha! Well done, Smee. Prepare for attack. Hoist the flappy.
The flappy?
You know, the windy, pushy thing.
Flag, sir?
Flag. No, not the flag, you daft bastard. The thing that pushes the damn ship.
I don't know, sir. The Jolly Roger?
Yes. Jolly Rancher.
Roger, sir.
Oh, yes. Roger that, Smee. Good to see you're taking orders well.
Sir! Perhaps you were right. It truly is magnificent. With such a thing in your hands, the war is won.
I do not believe the fathers wished for me to have this.
What do you mean? Why else would they send us here?
I was meant to wield this. I believe they would have mentioned it far sooner. Steel is yours, Phil.
What? No, it belongs in far more capable hands than mine.
I am bound to my weapons. I could not imagine leaving even one behind. You must take it. Here. Let's make it official, shall we? Get down on your knee. son of Opak, and son of Pahun. In the names of all the fathers who came before, I hereby grant Arkansas's steel.
Isn't it big steel?
I've seen bigger.
Hello? Anyone there? We are the Villanders of Villand, come to reclaim Vilberg. I don't get it. How can this be? We lost, but they're all dead.
Filth! What happened?
They came
Who? But they came from where? From space?
from the sky.
Don't toy with me!
Well, maybe they weren't from the stars, but they weren't exactly grounded. We first saw them about 3 clicks west.
Who were they? Tell us, damn it!
Monsters.
That's good, is it not? They'll weaken the king's forces.
Laurentius, you asked where our leader was.
Yes? Why? Where's he gone?
To his doom.
Dun dun. Birds? Not birds.
Phil! I need you!
Excellent work. Where did they come from? Never seen an insect this large. You've never had to kill before, have you? Phil, it was an animal, not a man. You were only protecting me. Phil! You saved my life. For that I am grateful. And I'm glad you were all right. Get behind me! Stay behind me! Whatever happens, they must not get the steel. Do you understand? Hide it. Well, well, if it isn't Bloodiron himself, Mackelheil,
servant of greed. How does your master treat you?
Fine. Thanks for asking. He would very much like to speak with you.
All right then. Take us to him.
What? You don't want to have a go?
No. And I reckon you don't either.
Tie him up then.
Bloodiron branch wielder. Hero to the men of the South, the one man who fights with the strength of two. Welcome. For this day shall hold your moment of triumph. No longer will the cries of your comrades haunt your dreams. For today you vanquish your ultimate foe and restore glory for Loggfal. I once thought of you as quite the adversary, Palios. But it seems even Loggfal's strongest are weaker than most. Careful where you point your words, Marbal. The strength of my brother endures within me, and he craves vengeance. Oh yes. Gianto, was it? Oh, I very much enjoyed watching him bleed. And I can't wait to dispose of you as well. It's too bad your army couldn't be here to save you. All you have is this little one. Phil is here out of loyalty alone. Your men only follow you out of fear. I would rather a single man, even a weakling like Phil, than 1,000 of your swine.
No, Phil, I didn't mean...
He's right. You and your men are nothing but cowards. I may not be a fighter, but I know strength when I see it. Bloodiron fights for what's right. Unlike you, a king without a conscience, you kill for nothing. His brother and my father.
Who was your father?
He was Opan, general and leader to Loggfal.
Yes, that man was a thorn in my thumb. Now, I hate to be the one to disrupt a grudge, but it seems your anger has been misplaced all these years. I believe I'd recall killing such an important man.
It was you. I know it. I saw it.
No. But it's funny, really. The man was so weak, I wasn't even needed.
Haven't you the slightest bit of a heart at all? You don't even remember.
I didn't kill your father, boy. Believe me, I wish I did. But at least I'll get to kill his successor. Before you do, there's something you must know. Don't let him speak. If this were any other day, I wouldn't. But, given the circumstances, I'll let him humor me. One last time. A new threat has come to Islandland. A threat not only to Loggfal, but to you as well. Oh, really? What is this threat? An army. From a land beyond the island. Why? What do they want? I don't know. I've never met a man from beyond the sea. What do they look like? They look like ants. Only taller. Oh, and they can fly. Okay. So it's an army of monsters. Exactly. This is quite the tale. The invention of children. It's no lie. Ask your subordinate there. We had just killed one before he apprehended us. Is this true, Mackelheil? Tall ants? He lies. Look, Palios, I don't know where you were going with that one, but... What reason would I have to lie? Look at my face. Look at your own reflection. We're the same. Connected. All of us. A pair of brothers might have their differences, but in the end they stick together. You must join with Loggfal. Together we can overcome this foe. Yes, that's very uplifting, Branch Wielder. But you were not brought here for us to negotiate cooperation. You are brought here to die! Don't you see? Marbal was weak. Like any false king, he abused his power, kept you all imprisoned under his rule. But no more. You've been given the choice to follow the right path and bow to your true king. Let us finally restore Islandland to what it was meant to be. Let us have glory! Don't listen to this bastard! Kill them! Time to go. I'm sorry I called you a weakling, Phil. I mean, clearly you're not. You just single-handedly killed the Grey King. I shouldn't have... What do you mean? He was evil. He killed my brother. Could we not have thought of him as a brother? It's like you said. We were not meant to fight each other. I don't think we have a choice, Phil. On my count. 1, 2, 3! What? Cast again! You've come. I mean, you're here. What changed your mind? Laurentius called us north for reinforcement. Said there was trouble in Vilberg. Larry is here. Good. We could use men like him on our side. Sir,
Rumor has spread about an army of beasts.
It's more than rumor. Phil and I encountered them on the road.
So it's true.
I'm afraid so. How many are you?
10 dozen at most.
That won't be enough. Can you buy us some time?
Maybe. How much time?
As long as it takes for us to bring back the rest of the men.
That could be a long time. You'll have to take the mountains on your way back.
I know. But we need numbers. There's no other way. Phil, with me.
I'll do my best, sir.
Look to my coming. At the last light of the first day, this day, look to the southwest.
Just go.
Right.
Sir?
Don't try it, man vermin.
You speak.
Indeed we do. Our first mother gave us all a tongue to share.
Your voice is beautiful.
Ne existes chericetra avimem.
What does it mean?
You have not violence in your heart.
Phil! That steel of yours could really come in handy right now.
He doesn't understand. That one lives in a world of war and destruction.
Bloodiron's intent is pointed in the right direction. Do you have a name?
I am Olafia.
Phil! Hurry! So this is how it will be. Ah! Phil!
It's all right, Bloodiron. Don't keep casting and waiting.
Phil.
Curious little thing. It followed you all the way here.
And where is here?
A bog near your western coast. The women have made an encampment here.
Women? Where on earth are you from?
We are the Mujari people. We come from a land far, far away.
From another world.
No, another land. Are you not listening? The Queen awaits.
Queen?
Olafia, why do you bring one of them into our home?
We need to be on good terms with these people if we want to stay here. He could speak to the others on our behalf.
You would trust one of their kind to speak for us? I did not fly all this way just for our fates to be at the mercy of another man.
You have not even met him, and already you compare him to Dikaid? How can you expect the worst so quickly? He is not like the others. You can see it in his eyes.
What are you called?
I am Phil, the Loggfal Province, son to Opan of Loggfal and Bahund of Ramota.
The sword he carries. I thought these people were too primitive to craft weapons of that sort.
No, my sister was killed by such a blade. When we found her body, her head had been sliced clean in half. Are there others with weapons like yours?
Was this your doing, Phil of Loggfal?
Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't know. We had never seen your kind before, and my friend was in danger. Please forgive me.
Step forward. Let us see if there is guilt in your eyes. There is much death in your past. It is good that you are not numb to it. Many men have forgotten how to grieve. They kill without remorse for the ones they slaughter. They think grief to be a weakness, and they cut out the dead from all thought or memory. Do not inherit this fixation, Phil. We mustn't neglect the past, for we risk seeing it over again. Wars are fought twice, craft and science are forgotten, lost to time in favor of habit and tradition. Let in your memory, Phil. Remember who you have lost.
What's going on out there, Pa?
Shh. Don't worry. You'll be safe with me. Phil, look at me. It's going to be all right. Look at me. In the end,
Pa!
we all go away. But, my friend, I wish I could be here to stay. It's true. It may be tomorrow or today. I love you, my son. Stay behind me, Philip. Whatever future may come, remember what your fathers have taught you, all right? You are precious, my boy.
Pa! Pa! No! No, Pa!
All right, then. Welcome, Phil of Loggfal. You are one of us.
Hold steady, men. Don't advance until the reinforcements arrive. If they ever do.
Bloodiron!
Larry! Alas, the moment we would meet again would be one of victory. Surrender, Mackelheil. You cannot command an army against both the forces of Islandland and Loggfal. Take their weapons. We've got quite a number of prisoners now. You arrived just in time. Where's your little friend? Phil and I got separated on the road. He's gone with them.
What's that he's got?
It is Harkinson's steel.
Parkinson's?
Oh dear.
How can one who so nobly volunteered to accompany his leader be so easily recruited by the enemy?
The Mujari are not your enemy. They only wish to live on the island in peace.
You do not see the carnage they left in Vilberg. They're vicious beasts, and you are a traitor.
No. Phil is still loyal to Loggfal. It was he who killed the king.
What?
It was one of the king's men who made the first blow in Vilberg. You would have to lie to claim that a surprise. They would live apart from you, in the bog of Bung. The Queen believes this to be best for her people.
What's a pee-poo? I will not share my home with a band of disgusting bugs!
Thermu vian busan, violobe maloto. This is hopeless. I should not have expected these men to be reasonable. Let's just go. It'd be simpler to find somewhere else to live.
No! There is nowhere else. Bloodiron, please. Don't listen to Castigan. I promise they don't mean to bother anyone.
Do not say you mean to allow this. What harm is there in letting them stay here? We never go over there anyway.
They don't belong here!
Kill them!
No! For the last time, Castigan, that is not your decision to make.
Oh, now look at what you've done.
Thank you, Bloodiron.
Shall we go after them?
No. Our concern now should be to unite the rest of Islandland.
You're going to see Luntus then? Let me come with you.
No, Larry, you stay. There's still business to be done here.
He will not accept news of Marbal's death on your word alone. The king controlled much of the Remotan fleet. If he was under some alliance with him, I doubt he would break it so easily.
Then perhaps I'll bring a representative. Stand. Why did you lie to Marbal? Before, in the keep.
Because you were the enemy.
Were.
You were right about him. About the king.
Is that so?
There's nothing I can say that won't make me sound like a coward.
You are a coward. You ordered an attack on us.
I know. I'm sorry.
Why did you do
I
it?
don't know. I was scared. That man was so evil.
I understand. You may come with me, if you wish.
Okay.
I don't like this.
Where is the man who asked? I do not care for your opinion. Larry, a word. Get these men in the keep's prisons until they comply.
Yes, sir.
Keep 2 eyes on him. I want to know of his actions when I return.
Of course. Come, McElhile.
How can he let them roam free?
What? You saw those things? Their weapons? What they're capable of? Surely we can't be safe until they're gone. Well, but Phil said... Phil! I did not peg you for one who takes advice from children.
You didn't what?
Laurentius, the longer we wait here, the more time they have to conspire against us.
I don't think they would...
Men of Loggfal, Villiland, and of the Grey Kingdom. For 10 long winters, our provinces have stood apart. But as of late, we have been given an opportunity to reunite. For we share a common enemy. The boy that murdered the Great King has aligned with the very monsters that ravaged Vilberg. They skulk in their cursed hole of Bung, waiting for their chance to wipe out the world of men all at once. They will kill us all, but only if we don't kill them first. Let us stand against these bugs. Join me for one last battle. Join me and avenge your king! First, boatsman? You're not Ferris.
Observant as always. It's good to see you again.
Likewise. Why aren't you at Westport?
Westport has fallen. The king took it as part of his fleet. It'll delight you to hear the king is dead then. Delight? I take no delight at death, Palios.
Right. Where is Ferris? I see. Will you take us east?
For you? Of course, my friend.
Ferris would not have let you bring him aboard.
Where his allegiance lies is yet to be seen. You're a good man, Palios. I know as well as any, a man's loyalty may sway by the change of tide or season. But how can you solve one with a bloodlust stronger than the pull of the earth? without being entirely lost to the other side. A man like the king uses fear as a tool to gain followers. Michael Hyle was only a victim. Yes, he's played a part in some terrible things, but surely he can't be so far gone as not to seek redemption. If I was you, I'd like to know exactly whose side he was on.
Why are you doing this? You've brought me along with no shackles, no guards. How can you trust me?
You must understand. I can never grant the king my trust. Not in his death, nor in mine. But you are not your master. It is not in your interest to commit his atrocities simply for the sake of doing so. I have never met another who can kill a man only to stand there in glee as the life leaves his body. You were there that day, weren't you? It seems you and I may be the only ones left alive who remember. We were on our way here, you know. He would have gotten on this ferry if only Marbal hadn't slaughtered him.
This is where we part.
Very well. Good luck to you, brother.
And to you. Where might you be off to?
I suppose Neverland?
Brother! Keep going, Palios. Loggfal is counting on you.
Oh, I don't think so.
There's only one place you'd be going from here, Ambassador. I'm afraid you'll find no help there.
Enough with the trickery, Marbal. I know better than any Luntus would sooner lose his arm than swear allegiance to you.
Unfortunately, it does appear that way. Although, I have yet to see if removing a limb would be enough. But no, I don't think you or I could convince Ramota to take part in this war. You needn't waste your time crossing the sea. This is where your little errand ends. Return home, or meet your fate.
Brother! No! Giotto! Brother, you must not fade. Not when we all need you.
Take this. It wants to fight. Let it fulfill its need.
I will.
Joseph! I love you both. Let there be glory forever.
Marbal! You're what? Corruption can only go so deep, Maclyle. Our surface may weather and break, but underneath, we still have the same heart that has given us blood since birth. No one is at fault from the beginning. Suppose even a man like the king had a chance. If we hadn't sought to steal, I reckon he'd still be alive. And Phil wouldn't have to bear such a burden as to kill 2 people for my sake. I'm sure he doesn't blame you. I gave it to him. Thrust upon him a responsibility he should never have needed to bear. And now everything has fallen apart. I thought he was chosen or something.
He was chosen. He was chosen by you.
Only out of circumstance. If it were any other man in that cave, Larry, even Castigan, or that other guy, I would have done the same. I owe Phil my life. I wish I had known him sooner. But now that I do, I believe he is more fit to rule than any one of us. Well, how is my little navigator?
Good. Well, oh, I think I'm lost, Captain.
Lost? Oh, Smee. Every man feels lost at one time or another.
No, sir.
Imagine something for me, Smee. The largest pony in the smallest bath.
Captain?
Yes? Montes? We come bearing news. Good news.
Yeah.
Let's hear it then. Kingdom is no more. head of the king now rests at the foot of his throne. Both my men and Larry's are working as we speak to control what is left of his armies. Promoter is the last piece to unifying the provinces of Islandland. You will be welcomed if you join us on the mainland to aid in this transition to peace.
What do you mean, control his armies?
We are imprisoning them.
Good. That's where they belong.
So, you did not align with them?
Align? With the Grey Kingdom? What are you on about? They tortured us! That prick had my men killed one by one until we gave him what he wanted. And where were you? Where's Loggfal been all this time? What? Your ambassador dies and all of a sudden that means Remote is no longer an ally?
He was coming to see you when it happened.
Oh, so he died for nothing. 10 years and you could have sent someone in his stead, but rather you'd let your brother's death be in vain? And now, after our hour of need is ended, after Marbal is dead and the world is at peace, now you come to us for a favour? I don't like you Loggfalans. I never have. You're greedy, self-righteous. You're no different than them. Clearly you'd share tables with one of them. You want what you don't have. Just like the king.
But the contents of our desires are not the same.
That don't matter. The men of Loggfal have got a lot of changing to do before I'm ready to join them.
What about Gianto? Did you hate him as much as the rest of us?
Of course not.
So why can't you listen to me as you would my brother and join us on the mainland?
No.
We've got the whole Grey Army as our prisoners. We cannot keep them in line forever.
Good. I hope they turn on you. And you all kill each other off in one final battle.
Let's go, Michael Hyle. There's nothing here but a great deal of stone.
He would have wanted you to trust me! How can you be sure of that? How dare you claim to know what he would want? You think just because he's dead you get to inherit his conscience?
I swore to continue his legacy.
Oh, bullshit!
His legacy was over the moment he died, just like anyone else. Stop living in the shadows of your betters and make your own path. I don't want to see you here until you have.
Mr. Bloodiron, sir?
What?
With your permission, I'd like to stay here and give him another go.
He will not join us, Michael Isle. That man is hopeless.
I think I might be able to convince him.
You didn't say a word when we were in there.
It's got to be me and him alone.
You know how he is. If this is some sort of trick, you know what he will do.
It's not!
Very well. I don't see the harm in it.
Thank you.
What news? What is it? What's happened?
It's Cast again. He's gone completely insane. Bloodiron. He's named himself the Brown King. Welcome, Bloodiron. Have you come to witness my success?
Why are these men not in prison?
We've united. I've convinced them to join my efforts.
Your efforts?
You see, this is good. Now, I can rule here in the north, while you continue to govern the south.
Why can you and I not rule them side by side as we always have?
Bloodiron, it's no secret that when I'm at your side, it's you that gets to make all our choices. Just let me have my moment for once.
What can I say to you, Castigan? I was elected.
That's exactly what I mean. Never in history has a general of Loggfal not been succeeded by his next in command. I am owed my right to rule!
If you had spoken up all those years ago, perhaps I would have let the duty pass to you.
All right. So you go on home and let me be king here.
If a new king is to be crowned, should it not be the one who ended this war to begin with?
No, he left that path when he betrayed the men of Islandland. Besides, you give him too much credit. He didn't end the war. Not on his own. He's nothing but a boy that found some old medal.
What's that?
Look, I'd love to cooperate with you, but frankly, this is not your territory. You're in my keep.
Very well. Congratulations, Your Highness. Loggfal, we march.
No. I'll send them your way soon enough.
He claims to rule only the north, but he has all of Loggfal at his command. Will you journey with me?
Absolutely. Where to?
I'm not sure. Anywhere's better than here.
You can say that again.
It seems that once again, a king must be torn from his throne, Larry. And since Ramoda will not join us, that leaves but one option.
I'm afraid they won't be very welcoming.
Why? Oh, What has Castigan done? There's something you must see. Dear fathers, what have they done to you?
A woman's leg may crack or sprain or meet the blade of a knife. Yet in time, she will stand again.
What do you speak of? Both your wings are gone.
Flight is a luxury we all must be willing to lose. It is not necessary for our survival.
How can you defend his actions? Castigan must pay for this.
Do not mistake my words for those of forgiveness. This behavior cannot be condoned in man or woman, but we do not wish death upon those who do us wrong.
Revenge is justified in this case.
Bloodiron, revenge is never justified.
No, it's not right. So don't do it for revenge. Do it so this doesn't happen to any of the others.
That's a fine argument.
What do you mean? Are we not to fight back?
And give them all the more reason to resent us? That would not be to our benefit.
What about Olafia? Will you not at least look for her?
I admire your optimism, but now is the time when we must grieve for the loss of our sister.
No, they must have taken her. If she were dead, we would have found more than just a pair of wings.
Even if she were alive, it would do us no good to assault their keep with our inferior numbers. Whatever fate lay upon her is beyond our grasp.
Someone's here!
Defensive positions!
Bloodiron?
Olafia, thank the mother you're all right. Vermin, what have you done to her? It wasn't them. Lower your spear, Majavi.
Phil, things have gotten much worse at the Fated Keep. Castigan has ensnared nearly all of Islandland. I don't believe he intends on letting these people stay here.
So we must leave at once. Fly east until we find another land.
What? And leave this place in darkness? No, you must help us overthrow this monster, so we can all live here in peace.
Their army is larger than ours. They outnumber us 3-1.
But they are at a disadvantage. They have neither your weapons nor your wings. The proper tactic. I believe you could overwhelm even an army of that size.
And what did you have in mind?
Let's see, I have an idea, but I'll need a mount. Your Elegance?
I would be honored.
Sire! The prisoner! It's gone.
Bloodiron. Give me Laurentius.
He's not here, sire.
I should have foreseen this. They're conspiring against me. Whatever army they might build will be no match for mine. All of you, form a wall at the gate and defend our southern front. A battle is coming. is your traitor friend and his bugs? I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Don't anger me! I know you two have been plotting with them. You will pay for your betrayal!
Castian, it doesn't have to be this way. We can discuss this.
No! I will not stand idly by while you support these beasts.
At least return my men to me. While they still have a chance.
Do you threaten me, Bloodiron?
No. You see, I haven't an army to threaten you with.
So why should I give you one?
Scott.
Oh, he's not going anywhere.
What's that?
Give it up, Castigan. You're outmatched.
Am I? Do you really think you can win? My army is strong. Yours is more brittle than bone, and number fewer than I can count on 10 hands.
You will lose.
And you will die.
Your friend there's quite the smooth talker. What did you promise him?
I offered him my services.
Oh. Good for you. I'll give you one final chance, Castian. Lay down your weapons. We shall lay down ours. There's no need for further violence today. No more iron clashing. No more blood spilled. Leave him to me.
But he has that weapon. He could kill you.
I know. You are still as pure as they come. I cannot ask you to risk that any longer.
All right.
Farewell.
Wait! There's something I must know. Your name. What does it mean?
From the moment my brother died, I swore to myself I would leave the name Palios behind. Carry on while he could not.
But why Bloodiron?
Why? Because you need a lot of blood to have iron like this.
But I don't understand. You haven't any steel.
Have I not, Phil? Let there be glory for Loggfal.
Glory!
Cast again! Could you not have been satisfied with the rank of general? You just had to be king. You should have let me rule as I was meant to. If I had known what kind of man you turn out to be, I would have banished you from the start. You would have no right. Any true leader of Loggfal would not allow evil to stay in his land. For the last time, Castigan, they're not evil. They only want to live here in peace. They're no different than us. Have you seen them? They're nothing like us. They're monsters. The only monster here is you. Ah! Down there. Stay still, sir.
You'll be all right.
You think you can cheat your way into Bloodiron's favor? You're no warrior. It'll be easy to dispose of you. Just like your father. It was you! Shit. Phil! No! I said stay still, damn it! No! That's good enough! Let me go! You betrayed him! You tried to take his place! I assumed you knew! You were there after all! What? If I had known all this time, then how come you're still breathing? You murdered my father! That's right, I did. But we needn't settle this with blades. Let's see how strong you really are. Phil! No, what are you doing? It's all right. I know what must be done. Ah! He was easy to dispose of. He wouldn't even fight. Not in front of his little boy. If he had fought like a man instead of protecting you, he might have lived. I had no intention of harming you then. He might have even won if he had but listened to reason. Sometimes logic abandons us when the lives of those who love us are at stake. I suppose that's not something you'd ever understand. Come on, hit me! Kill me already! Don't you want revenge? Of course I do. But what punishment do you serve once you are dead? I'm the one who has to live on and bear the guilt. No. I won't be killing you.
So what is to be done to me? That's not our choice to make. Look, Bloodiron, the words we exchanged before, you were right. It is better to live one life than to try to carry on another's as well. Well, you should know, I would not have said any of that if I had known he was available. Do not speak of it. You fought well.
I'm not sure I'd call it fighting.
No, but it was. It's some of the best I've ever seen you. You defeated him without laying a single blow. That's far more than I could ever hope to accomplish.
You're too hard on yourself.
These people need a ruler. The role of king is now open once more. It's yours. Only if you want it.
Islandland doesn't need a king. And besides, whoever leads her people should be someone other than me. The men don't trust me. They won't understand. Who we need is someone with a good reputation, someone with leadership experience, someone strong. And that's not me. It's you, Palios. It's only ever been you.
Neither iron nor blood can quench the curse upon this land. There will always be men like Castigan. Many of us may decide to follow, but it is not up to me what path you choose. It is inevitable that at one time or another we will divide. We can only hope that when that day comes, it will not lead to another year, another lifetime of war. Let us finally have peace. Glory! Glory for a new Loggfal! Let us hope we can all coexist without conflict.
Mujava, you're staying in Bung, and my place is with them.
No! We can all live together! Is this not what we fought for?
The men don't quite deserve us yet. Like you said, there are more Castigans among them. They can't all be like you, you know.
You can't go. I need you.
No. You have everything you'll ever need.
Phil!
You needn't say it, Bloodiron. We will see each other again. Bye.
How have we not returned home yet?
I'm trying, Captain, but these stars are quite difficult to read.
How hard could it be? It's the second star to the right.
I know, but to the right of what?
Well, you see, it's simple, really. You just... 1, 2, 3, 1.
No, I think your bearing is correct. Onward!
And straight on till... infinity and beyond.